Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I just wanted to tape a quick introduction to a recipe that I made recently. And the recipe that I happened to stumble across, which is not my own, but I made it a low-carb version so that I could share it with you all, is called a breakfast egg tortilla bake. And it is excellent and so simple to make. I'll go ahead and kind of just give you guys a rundown of what I used in mine. However, you can feel free to change it up however you want. Mine was full of a lot of veggies. However, when I make it again, I definitely want to add some sausage or bacon. I think that would be really good. I made a non-low carb version of it for my family, and that one actually had some sausage in it. And yes, sausage and bacon in that are low carb friendly, so I definitely could have used that in mine, but I was just kind of watching the calories at the time that I made it. So essentially what I ended up using is a big low carb tortilla. It's the burrito size one, and I believe it was Carb Mission. That is 5 net carbs per tortilla. It is a rather large tortilla. And then the veggies that I added into mine were green peppers, some tomatoes, some spinach. I added a couple different kinds of cheese. You add 3 eggs, cottage cheese, and then you season everything up. But like I said, you can put your own spin on it and add to it whatever sort of meats or veggies that you would normally add to, say, maybe like an omelet or something like that. Essentially what the recipe ends up being is something kind of like a quiche, but without the crust, and the tortilla takes the place of that crust. And because we end up baking this in a pie pan, the tortilla gets nice and crispy. So it's almost like a breakfast pizza or a quiche, a low-carb quiche. It's really, really good and so super simple. I honestly think I will be making this like all the time now, because there's just so many different ways you could go with it, so many different directions. But again, like I said, I ended up making mine packed full of veggies, and even without the meat, it was excellent. So I just wanted to share it with you guys. So super quick and easy, simple ingredients, most ingredients that you would probably already have in your house. Now, if you are doing low carb, you may want to go ahead and invest in some low carb tortillas, especially the bigger ones, like the burrito size ones, if you can find those in your area. They're really perfect for this recipe, but that's what I ended up using, and it worked out really great. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I created this recipe, go ahead and keep watching. Starting out today's recipe, I have my pie pan, 1/3 of a cup measuring cup for the cottage cheese, grape tomatoes and green onions that I cut up, some large low-carb tortillas, some fresh spinach, cottage cheese, 3 eggs. I have some salt and pepper to season things up, some spray for my pan, and a couple different kinds of cheese. And just to show you guys, these large low-carb tortillas are 110 calories per tortilla. It shows that there are 30 carbs, but you do deduct the fiber from that, which is 25 grams, making each tortilla 5 net carbs. I am spraying my pie pan with some spray, just so that the tortilla doesn't stick. And then I went ahead and I put my tortilla in the pan. And as you can see, because these tortillas are kind of like a burrito style, they do fit in the pie pan very nicely, kind of like a pie crust would be. And then I'm just putting my 3 eggs into my tortilla, and I'm just gonna go ahead and mix everything up inside of the tortilla. But feel free to mix it up on the side if you would prefer to do that. That's fine too. Just going to season that up with some salt and pepper. Now, if you want to add other seasonings, garlic, onion, salt, things like that, definitely feel free. I went ahead and I got these mixed up in the pan. And then after that, we are going to go ahead and get our 1/3 of a cup cottage cheese added to the eggs. And we're going to go ahead and give that a good stir as well. You just want to go ahead and give everything a really good stir to make sure everything is nice and combined well. And then you are just going to go ahead and add whatever sort of ingredients that you want to in your egg bake. So like I said, I cut up some green
peppers and some tomatoes. So I went ahead and I got those added in to the egg mixture. And like I said, this would be really good with some sausage, bacon. You could make like a Greek style one and add olives and feta. There's just so many different ways you could take this. And then next I am going to go ahead and add on top of this my spinach. Now you could go ahead and mix this like into the egg bake. I'm sure that it would be a little bit more incorporated instead of just kind of sitting on top of the egg bake. But feel free to do it however you want. I just went ahead and threw mine on top because honestly it cooks down really, small. So I have this kind of this quesadilla cheese. So I added that on top, as well as some sharp cheddar with this particular one that I made on this day. But again, feel free to use whatever kind of cheese you want. And this is what everything is looking like once we have all of our ingredients together. I went ahead and I baked mine at 350. I ended up cooking it for about 25 minutes. It says 20 to 25 minutes, and I found that it took about 25 minutes to cook completely. So this is what it's looking like. I went ahead and plated it up and cut it, and the crust is nice and crispy, almost like it would be for a regular quiche. And then the inside, it's just so similar to a quiche or like a breakfast pizza. So good. I'm telling you, I gave that a try. So yummy, delicious. You will not be disappointed in this recipe. Again, just that tortilla, it crisps up so nice. And then, like I said, it's just like a thinner style quiche. So moving on, I actually want to show you, I did go ahead and make another version of this on another day. I added into it sausage and onion and green peppers and spinach, tomato, and just made a version of it with meat because my first initial one that I made, I didn't add meat into. And let me just tell you, I do highly recommend adding in some sort of a meat. It made it even better. And I had a couple different choices. I was kind of trying to go between mozzarella, sharp cheddar, but ultimately I ended up going with the mozzarella on this day. So put that on top, went ahead and got that baked up again at 350 for about 25 minutes. Got that plated up, and this is how it's looking. Again, it has that crispy shell, and I used the mozzarella cheese. Really liked it with the mozzarella cheese. It was really good with the sharp cheddar as well. Honestly, you can't go wrong either way. And then this is what things are looking like. As you can see, there's pieces of sausage in there. And again, I had, the green pepper and spinach, a little bit of onion, some tomato, threw that spinach on top. The mozzarella cheese just turned out perfect. So good. Highly recommend. You will not be disappointed. Again, change it up to however you would like. Some bacon would be excellent inside of here as well. Truly so good.
And as always, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope that you guys will try to go ahead and recreate this recipe yourself. And if you do, please let me know below that you did so and what you added into yours and if you liked it. I always love to hear feedback, and I just love to hear different ideas and how other people get creative with their recipes. There's so many different things that we can do with recipe creations, and I think sometimes, myself included, can kind of tend to limit ourselves on what we make. We get a certain recipe and we enjoy it, so we don't mess with it, right? Because why fix what's not broken? So, but it's always nice to just get creative and change things up and put your own spin on things. So if you guys enjoyed the recipe, please do let me know below and let me know if you recreate it and how you did that. Again, as always, I just thank you for your support. I cannot thank you guys enough. It truly means so much to me, and I just want to say thank you for being here. And I will catch you guys in the next one, and I hope that you have a great day. Bye-bye.